The question we're asking is, what is marketing? I'm going to answer it in a really simple way, and I'm not going to assume that you know anything complicated or anything advanced. I'm then going to explain the practical benefits and how it fits in with the psychology of our customer. Buying psychology and buying behavior is really important to take into consideration. Now, before we get into it, please understand that marketing should make sales easier. And it's actually marketing and sales, not sales and marketing. Without marketing, there are no sales, and without sales, you got no business. So it's very important to get this right, and I think we can waste a lot of time if we're messing around with lots of different tricks, tips, gadgets, and gizmos, and not focusing on the simple basics. So let's visit those today and get stuck into the video. So to explain marketing, first of all, we need to look at the word itself. It is an ing word, an ing word, like running or jumping or finding. This means that it is a verb. It is a doing word. So marketing is about doing something. But what are we doing when we marketing? Well, we are looking to put creative in the form of words, pictures, video, audio, whatever asset that we can to get a message across in our creative, and we're looking to put that message in front of the marketplace. Human beings that may or may not be interested in having a conversation about our product or service. Now, there are two key outcomes that we are looking to achieve with creative, because it's not as easy as putting something out there and then someone sees it for the first time and then wants to pay you money. The first thing that we're looking to do with creative is become found. And that means that when somebody is actually looking for the solutions that we provide, when someone is looking for the products or service that we give, it is us, it is you that they find. Now, this kind of creative could be in the form of an advert on search engines, or it could be purely based on the content on your website through SEO or search engine optimization, meaning that when people are searching for what it is that you do, your website is one of the top ranking websites, or it's a top ranking ad placement that then gives you more chance of having that person come to your website. Now, that's one thing that we can do, but we can also play a bit more of a long game, which is really important, and some people might call this brand awareness, but I like to think of it as becoming front of mind. Now, this means that you occupy the chair around the table in that person's mind for your product or service. So when they are ready, they will come forward and want to do business with you. But not only when they are ready, they might also refer people, because they understand that that is what you do through the creative and the amount of influence that you've put out through regular creative. Now, this sort of creative, I'm talking here about social media, I'm talking about videos, I'm talking about potentially audios, emails that you might send out, and other ad placements that you might occupy on the internet. Now, once we've either become front of mind or someone has found us when they're looking for a solution, the next part of this journey is that there is some kind of offer made to that person. Without an offer, it's impossible to transact. They don't know what they're buying, they don't know how much they're going to spend. There is no value proposition, there is no exchange. So in structuring this offer, we have to be very clear about what we've got, what it's going to do for that person, and what we want them to do next in order to become a conversion. Now, it isn't always as straightforward as seeing the offer and then, here, take my money. And so what we need to worry about, or what we need to think about rather, with our offer is there needs to be some kind of nurturing going on, which means consistent touch points, constant touch points where we can remind people of the offer that we have. The other thing that's important about that is some kind of deadline. If we do not have a deadline to our offers, then it lacks that little bit of urgency required sometimes for someone to deserve to have an offer. That's the way I look at it. If I'm going to give you a discount, or I'm going to throw something in as part of an offer for free that I wouldn't usually do, then what I want in return is your commitment. And so I'm going to put a time limit or a deadline on that offer, just so that you understand that it needs to be taken seriously And that way, from my point of view, I know where we stand. You're either going to do it by Thursday at 8 p.m. or you're not going to do it at all. In which case you miss out on that offer. And by the way, you've got to stay true to that. So don't be doing offers, having deadlines, and then not sticking to the fact that you've had a deadline. Take the offers down and away when the deadline comes. Please do that. Make sure you do, because otherwise people will never believe anything that you say or any offer that you make. So once the offer's been made and we've nurtured and we've given different deadlines, at some point, eventually, somebody will come and transact with you and they become a conversion. And at the point of conversion, a lot of people forget about that person. Here's what you paid for. Thanks for your money. Have a great life. That is not what I would recommend. And that's definitely not what we do for our clients here at Tide 55. There are so many opportunities post-conversion. When the money's been taken, the service or product has been given or provided, there is a lot of opportunity still. One opportunity that we have is finding a way to create a returning transaction. And so that means coming back again to buy either the same thing or something else. Is there a logical transition between that product or service and something else that you've got? You might want to talk to people about coming back again after a certain amount of time to enjoy another offer. There are lots of ways to do it depending on what type of business you have. But another way is through referral. And with referral, we're able to give people an incentive to bring a friend forward. It could be a special offer for a friend, bypassing all of this and bringing them straight in here. Or it might be that we can incentivize some kind of reward system for anyone that offers the same product or service to somebody that they know. Either way, this is an extremely valuable possibility for you in your business, and it should be taken seriously. As a little bonus today, there is a third way that you can increase revenue on conversion, and that is through upsells. Now we've got upsells, we've got cross sells, we've got down sells, but an upsell is essentially something that you offer somebody at the point of the transaction and you say, listen, how useful would it be to have this thing over here? Or what do you think about this thing here? And they might say, yeah, that looks good. You might say, well, I'll tell you what, if you buy it now, I can knock 50% off. It's a unique offer based on that trust and goodwill and that money that's being exchanged here that can really help. And you see this a lot in restaurants. You know, here's your meal. If you pay just that much more, you can have an extra upgrade in size. And so we need to be thinking about all these things if we're to optimize our marketing and make the most amount of revenue from our efforts. Now, what I will say before we finish is that marketing should make sales easier. And without great marketing, we're not able to create great sales opportunities, or how I prefer to call it, buying opportunities for people to come and buy your products or services. Because people love to buy things, but they don't like being sold to. I learned that from Jeffrey Gitomer. He wrote a book called The Sales Bible, and I would thoroughly recommend it. When we get all this working, it's easy to grow your business. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe for future videos. And if you've got a question about any of this stuff, don't hesitate to comment and let me know. Thanks for watching.